it's Jinx Loves here, and today's video is going to be about why I miss old YouTube and the community as a whole that we used to have here on YouTube. And also what I think about YouTube now as a whole and that community as a whole and everything else like that within the YouTube side of things. So let's get on into it. So, the first thing I really want to talk about is how the old YouTube community used to be so full of sweet, genuine people who genuinely like also want to help you grow alongside with them. And also, let's not forget about the good old days of the drama that used to happen. Mm, Chef's kiss, honestly, chef's kiss. I loved the old YouTube drama because it was like genuinely like entertaining. Now it's just like, oh, you are just privileged and you're just whining about the money that you have because of us. You know what I mean? Like it just feels like way more out of touch now ever since like that more and more like of the economy goes down and stuff like that. It's just like it feels icky now. Even with like the drama and everything, or not really drama, it's mainly just people coming out as like pedophiles and all of that other stuff. And honestly, it bothers me. But I also miss the way that like we used to joke back then. I'm not saying like the whole like blackface or anything like that. But I'm more saying like you're able to joke a lot more back then instead of like nowadays people do get offended very easily, and that could be like the new generation that's on social media, or even like my own generation, Gen Z, and even millennials still think that we are trying to cancel Eminem when we also grew up with Eminem. Like I even grew up with Eminem and Snoop Dogg and Tupac. Like I grew up with the same type of music that millennials grew up listening to, and it just feels like now like we're just attacking each other all the time, and we're not like bringing each other in and like having this nice big community. And I genuinely think it's because people are wanting to do this for the fame and not because like, oh yeah, like this is something that I really enjoy making. Like I enjoy the content creating part of it. Like I'm not doing it for the money or for the fame or for this or for that, like whatever people do it for nowadays. But it usually has to do with like the fame and the money. While most other creators genuinely do enjoy making content and enjoy being able to like put themselves out there, or even like make movies, like short movies or short films, and like even just talking to a camera, like it's like people enjoy making story times, people enjoy doing makeup tutorials, or like even just doing their makeup and telling you guys about a product that they genuinely do enjoy, and then they're not trying to sell you a product. Because I feel like nowadays people are just trying to sell you, sell you, sell you, sell you, sell you. It's always something to sell you, and it just feels very salesy and all of this other stuff. And I don't know, it just feels very like not accepting either anymore on social media. Like even like I still feel like unaccepted because of like the way that I look, or like my sexual orientation, or like anything like that. And like it's sad because it used to be so like accepting and so like, hey, like welcome into our community, like let's make content together, let's collab. Not because like you have like thousands and thousands of followers or subscribers, but because we both like making creating things together. Like it used to have so much passion, and now it just feels very dull on YouTube. And I feel like even like the new generation content creators like myself and others are trying to kind of bring back the old YouTube ways of what it used to be, if that makes any sense. Like, including, like, excuse me, I had soda. My bad. My bad. I also just yap way too much, and I'm so sorry, but this is also like a very rambling video because I really do miss old YouTube. Like, I mean, like, I still watch like the YouTubers that I used to watch. I'm a creature of habit. If you want to know my favorite YouTubers, I already talk about him all the time. I literally made a movie about, not a movie, I made a video about his movie, Markiplier. If you don't know who I'm talking about Markiplier. I've been a fan of him since I was like, I think like 10, 9. God, it's been a while. It's been a while. 10 years, I think. Yeah, because I think I started watching him when he started doing YouTube. So that says something. I've been a loyal fan of his for so long, and being able to like fully like watch him make a movie and everything like really like inspires me to do the like a movie, because I also want to make movies. I also want to make TV shows. I'm literally in acting classes and everything, to also get prepared for myself too, because I'm gonna be starring in it. Um, because sometimes whenever I make scripts and stuff, I like the main character. I generally think of like my face on the character. I don't know if that's just a me thing. Probably is just a me thing, but it's a work in progress right now, including since I'm also trying to finish writing my book and everything and get that ball rolling, and also like work on my figure skating and all of that. Which, if you guys want more figure skating content, I will give you more figure skating content. I love talking about that. Including like I practice almost every single day, which is, except for the days that like I have lessons and everything, because like my legs they be hurting after, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done for the day. Yeah. Anyways, that's besides the point of this video, but you're welcome for the free entertainment. Um but like I was saying about like old YouTube, like I also used to watch like a lot of like I has Cupquake and a lot of gamer YouTubers. That was like the majority of what I used to watch. Obviously, I used to watch like Lamagore and people like that. That's why I'm always weird on camera. It shows up in my personality all the time. You're welcome. Um, but like nowadays, I literally just watch Markiplier, or I watch Mac Dizzle 420. I think that's her YouTube name. Go look her up. She does amazing videos. Anyways, but she still has that like old like YouTube feel, which is I really enjoy, because it feels more like, oh yeah, we're in a community, we are in a fandom of people, and it's not very parasocial type of relationship. Because nowadays everybody wants to know every single detail of this person's life instead of just enjoying the content, which I understand, like the whole like, what are your political views, if it's asked, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But if it's unprompted and it doesn't have anything to do with like the video or whatever, there's a time and place to talk about that stuff. There's a time and place. And as someone who went to cosmetology school, we learned about multiple things and whatnot to talk about to clients. And that sort of kind of like stuck in me. Like, we weren't really supposed to talk about like religion or politics or anything that would offend that person. Um, Mainly just religion and politics. Like, that is like a no. Like, that is how you get into fights and how the majority people get into fights nowadays on social media because they don't know when to shush. I'm looking at James Charles right now. He done pissed me off multiple times. Multiple times. Like, I also used to enjoy his content too, like way back when we did not find out that he was a pedophile. Um I was living under a rock when Bye Sister happened. I'm gonna be real here because I barely saw any videos about that. I'm gonna be real. Like even now with like the whole drama situation, I hear it from like my friends because I'm not on like the drama side of anything on any of my social medias. It's literally just edits of fandom stuff, Star Wars, some political things that are happening, anti AI, like all of that stuff is just what is going on through my feed, and also figure skating, obviously. Once you say you do figure skating or anything related to any topic whatsoever, social media will hear you. They do listen in. It's very true. I'm gonna sound like a conspiracy theorist for a second. It's true. Anyways, but like it just like back then it didn't feel so salesy. It didn't feel like they're like pushing products on you. And that's how I feel like YouTube is nowadays because there's always a sponsorship or there's always ads like 24/7. And that bothers me, including since I'm not in the YouTube Creator Fund right now. Help. Help a girl out, please. Help. Get me there. Please. I'm begging. I'm begging. I beg. I beg on my hands and knees, please make my wish come true. It's been my wish since I was like 16. Literally 16 years old. I was like, I'm gonna be, a monetized creator and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Well, that doesn't happen until way, 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 way later. Honey bunch. Honey bunch. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Pat your head. That's how I feel whenever I look at my younger self be so like loud and like just more like chaotic on YouTube, which is totally fine. I was a kid, I was a teenager, I was going through so much. I'm still going through it. That's why I'm in therapy. Go to therapy. Therapy helps. Unsolicited advice of the day, go to therapy. Half of these problems could be solved by therapy. But people don't want to hear that now, do they? Now, do they? No, they do not. No. Anyways. But I do miss old YouTube, and I talk about it all the time. And, like, yes, some of my takes are a little controversial, but also, like, I do miss, like, more comedy not being so, like, people getting offended by comedy. Obviously, there's a time and place for certain jokes, but also, like, if you're going to a comedian and they make a joke, you paid to see them make jokes. And if they do crowd work, they're going to make fun of you because that's what you're paying them to do. I see a lot of hecklers and they get all offended, and I'm like, you paid. You paid for that shit. I would be laughing my ass off. Honestly, I laugh a lot. I have problems of just laughing at very dark humor jokes And I have a very dry, dark sense of humor, which is probably why I'm like, I don't understand why some people get offended of certain jokes because everybody has different sets of humor. But yeah, that's why I also don't really joke that much on my YouTube channel. If you were wondering why I don't, that is why, because I'm very dry and I am very like monotone whenever I tell my jokes, and people think I'm being serious half of the time. It's gotten me into a lot of arguments, by the way. So it's just like the whole like jokes and like the way that people used to edit, and like people used to have fun. And now it just feels like they're trying to do it for fame or trying to do it for money, trying to do it for sponsorships, trying to get money. They're trying to make it into a business, which is totally fine. That's what I'm also trying to do. But it's more of just like you also have to enjoy what you're making and what you are selling. Like I wouldn't be selling like car detailer if I don't like cars. Now, do I like cars? For the most part, do I know every single thing about cars and like the axles and spark plugs? That's as far as my knowledge of cars go. Car battery, brakes, car tires. Like I'm not gonna be the one selling that. I'm going to be mainly like doing like more like perfumes and stuff like that. Like something that I would align with, like logically and morally. Like I wouldn't be selling things that I don't align morally or logically, in my personal opinion. Now everybody is different. Everybody wants to sell everything all at once, and good for you. I'm not that person. I don't think I will ever be that person. And that's just the hard truth. And that's the gospel truth. I think I hit that tone way too low, but I do not care. This is what happens when a theater kid gets, a YouTube channel. They go really crazy. I've been doing theater since I was like 7. Fun fact. You can look it up. Don't actually look it up, please. That's a little stalkery. Please don't. Please don't. I take that back, please. No, 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 don't. Do not. Just like in that, like, Sam McColby, like, fine. First, we have to butter the pig. Do not. Like, I feel like that. Like, I'm constantly making references to, like, certain specific niches, and it's so funny. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Also hit the little subscribe button and the notification bell. It notifies you every single time I upload, and who doesn't want that? I will be uploading more YouTube videos coming soon. I just did like a whole entire like plan for my content for the whole month this month. So please get ready for so much content getting to you, and you yum 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 eating it up. Hey, look, I made you some content. Daddy made you your favorite open wide. I don't know why I sang it like that, but anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.